Space, the final frontier. Unlike most frontiers, it is a cold, inhospitable, and quickly having others move in to make your life miserable. Void Haunters is a game about space, a space that is quickly replacing the titular Void Haunters, individuals who act as Robin Hood in a nearly post-apocalyptic setting. Well, Robin Hood if he was a sociopathic bastard. You're space pirates. Not noble ones either, dirty, grimy, and entirely ready to do whatever it takes to get a quick buck. The game itself uses D8s, requiring the captain to hit a target number equal to or under a rating of some kind. Normally, it's their titles, indicating how the captain acts and the amount of respect they've generated. The captains themselves are competent, as they are expected to be the scariest bastards aboard their ship and have the reputation to back it up. Following a very simple life path system, captains tend to be dangerous, if broken people, looking for a purpose in this cold vacuum. Often this purpose is just rampant crime and killing people, but hey, boys will be boys. The main showstopper of this one is ship creation. Rather than having a list of ships to buy or do the traveler method, I opted to give every player a ship to pilot, with a crew to boot. Each ship is defined first by its hull, its overall shape, which determines its hull integrity, as well as the amount of internal damage it can actually sustain, as one of the main gimmicks of this is that the ship itself is fairly customizable, physically requiring the captain to mark damage on their little rust bucket when armor is broken. These systems are broken down into hard and soft systems. Systems are physical and dedicated sections of the ship which hold modules which interact with the ship and grant it unique bonuses and abilities, forcing the captain to Tetris in pieces while also managing any additional cargo space between them. Hard points are the raw number of weapons that can be fitted on a ship, forcing them to pick and choose the most efficient or deadly weapons to slap on their tiny little rig. Soft systems aren't actually represented physically, but instead act as a ship's ratings in some aspect, allowing them to make sensor checks or have their engine powers up to snuff. It also is a fairly important aspect in keeping your crew alive, as every piece of internal damage is causing a few to be turned into a fine red mist or others to be vented into the bleak nothingness where they will shortly die. A major aspect of the game is actually the combat, which is an open map method, forcing the players to measure out the ships with a measuring tool, but it is a fairly dedicated phase system to keep things in order. It's not really complicated as I try to make it out to be, but combat itself is only the first half of the fight, as anytime you damage or disable a ship, you're going to need to salvage it, collecting any of the universal currency of scrap or any broken part of the ship themselves. Improving yourself via stellar carrion is not only encouraged, but mandatory. The themes of Void Haunters was playing on the fact that the characters are glorified parasites, raiding and pillaging because your home port, your only real sanctuary, is bleeding you dry for maintenance costs, and you really can't develop anything on your own. You're scavengers, pilferers, and criminal scum in a galaxy that is quickly growing tired of your shit. This is represented by the doom counter. As things go wrong and ambitions are realized, the doom counter will slowly increase, rarely having that chance to lower. When it reaches 10, it's endgame. The captains need to cash out, get out, or die in a blaze of glory as the civilized societies of the galaxy decide to send in a big fuck-off fleet to turn your home into slag. The golden era of space piracy is long over. You're in the death spasms. You are a parasite among the stars, a cretin with no honor or destiny, a ravenous beast which consumes all that is good. You are to be condemned to the void, where no gods hold sway. You are a void haunter, a forsaken creature. My name is Notepad Anon, and this was Void Haunters. If you like what's here, take a look at the links in the description. I have notes for creating your own ships as well, so feel free to design some and send them my way. Many thanks to the Barons of the Kataya Skyworks for funding my violent descent into depravity. May the Void call your name, Haunter. It's always watching.